Hey, good morning out there, if anybody can hear me. Sorry, I was fooling around with some things uh, and wanted to see if I could make something fancy, but that didn't work. Hey, good morning, everybody. Let me get this up here. Uh, Whoops, already did that. Hold on here. Hold on here. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, I was trying to do something kind of fancy with this morning, and it didn't work out so well. Let me share the screen over here. There we go. There it is. Anyway, good morning. Let's go look at some charts. There we go. And let's come over here. There we go. Okay. Let me check something over here. Huh. Okay. I guess we're I guess we're on. I guess we're cooking. There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Coach. Bart, William, how you doing? Dave, Chuck, how you guys doing? Hey, good morning, Ed. How are you? All right, so let's talk about this market. Um, um, I had to do a little bit of soul searching last night. I wore myself out. I finally had to tell the folks over at Discord that I'm tired, uh, banging through charts, and I'm looking video good in YouTube. Thank you, Ed. Thank you. I'm at that 1080 too. So I'm banging away, and I'm trying to figure out what to trade because about every chart that I look at pretty much looks like crap. It really does. And I finally decided, what are we fighting here? If you look at the SPY, we're just going sideways. That's all we are. Very narrow range. We're choppy. And this is the box that I think we stay out of. Darn it. Sorry, guys. Like I say, I was trying to be fancy. I don't know. Did anyone see the timer on anyone in the social side? Did you see the timer working? I was trying to be fancy, but it didn't work out. I don't think it did. A little bit disorganized. Bear with me, okay? Please bear with me. I'm trying to get my drawing tools up. Oh, there they are, right there. Sheesh. Rough morning. Rough morning. It is rough. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning. I couldn't sleep, uh, so I've been up for a bit. All right. Um, so this box right here, that green box right there, the top, we need to break out of that top to be bullish. There is just no questions about it. And to be bearish, I think we need to break down. Now, I did buy some SPY puts yesterday. I did do that. But I mean, where the real money's made, if we can break out, I'll do okay if we can crawl all the way down there. But that's what we need. Any kind of buying and selling in here, it's just going to be minor selling. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I'm not trading the SPY, I'm trading XYZ. Well, what's going to happen is if the SPY jerks around, it will jerk XYZ around. The up moves won't be as pronounced, they won't be as strong. They're likely to pull back with wicks on the top. Um, if we start moving down too much, it'll bring those stocks down. And then if we start moving up in this box, these your stocks will start moving up, and you'll think, well, you're the smartest cat in the room. And you're not, because I doubt it'll end up very well. So I think a little time. I think a little pushback on the trading. In fact, one of the things I mentioned in our Discord account last night was I think it's time for me to pump the brakes a little bit. So limited trading, limited trading. I've got some charts we want to look at, yeah, but limited trading today, very limited, maybe even none. So I think we need to break out of that green box or break down, break up or break down. Break down would give us some nice bearishness, and from here down would give some nice bearishness. But I do think we need to break up to be bullish. Okay. So that's my thought on the SPY here. Um, Bottom line today is a good day A good word is defense. I think we're going to be choppy. I think we're going to be quiet. There's no, we don't have any ignition today. I would have thought, and it's what I get for thinking. It never works out that, the passing and the signing of the whole bringing the government back and everybody getting paid again. I would have thought the market would have been little bit happy about that, and it would have popped us to the upside. I was dreading having those SPY puts when I saw, picture popped up on Facebook and, Trump signing it and everything going good. Hell, doggone it. So I figured I was going to be eating those a little bit. But anyway, so let's think a little defense today. I think that's the way to trade. So with that, let's go through a couple of things, and then we're going to look at some gold charts. Take a look at IYT. It is still working. It really is. It's working there. Once we break out here, that could help the market push to the upside. Where is it? There it is. SMH has got nothing, and SMH is acting like a ball and chain right now, an anchor. It's holding the market down a little bit, and that needs to change. Unfortunately, while the transports might be up, the transports are itty bitty. They're itty bitty compared to the tech trade, which is big, and this is the tech trade, and it's down. So we need, the help of the tech here. If real quick, if Meta, there's nothing bullish about Meta yet. It has a double bottom, but I think Meta might be a buy over 640.77. PLTR, I'm holding PTIR, the little sister to it, and I'll add to that when the time comes. But right now, that's holding up pretty good. Nvidia, I don't think Nvidia is ready yet. There's too much of a gap here that could get filled. Maybe down toward the 50-period moving average, we can look at some Nvidia. If it did start up today, start moving up, we would have to take out that black candle of yesterday, about 190, 196. We'd have to take that out. Apple is in a 3-8 trap. I'm still holding Apple long. I still see the target up here. It's still working, but you can clearly see it's having trouble getting through this candle right here. So I'll be watching what price does with the 8 EMA. Amazon, there we go. Amazon, that's an ugly chart. That is just an ugly, ugly, ugly chart. I mean, if you take a look at this, I mean, here's the gap up. Everything is fine. And then what's all this nonsense going in here? That is a reason to stay away from Amazon. That is an absolute clear, just an absolute clear reason to stay away. It's just choppy all over the place. I see a short more than a long. A short could clean this thing up. It could short and then start smoothly moving down. That could happen. So there is a nice gap down here, but ugly, just ugly price action. RSP, we're right here. Well, we put that trend line based on yesterday's high, and here we are gapping down below it. We're going to need to break over that trend line to be bullish here. And SMH, we already did that. Google, it's riding the T line, but look at this chart pattern right here. Let's get this. Let's take this top and come down to about that bottom right there. That's just a channel moving sideways. And if you ask me, it's kind of ugly. I mean, you've got a bearish signal over here. We've come up and failed. I don't see anything bullish here. You break out, that'll change everything. That'll put the bullish side of things in there. It will do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, can I? Yeah, better quit messing with things over here. Let's see, Microsoft. Microsoft's not a buy yet. I mean, if you're hungry, if you're hungry, sure. but I think we need to be clearly over the 50 period moving average. Then I think that'd be a safe buy. For a short, because we're under the 50, you can short it, but it might pop up. I don't think I would short Microsoft. Microsoft's been moving sideways, and that's exactly what it's going to do until it doesn't. So let it do what it's going to do. Let it show you it's going to go up, or let it show you that it's going to go down here. Okay, so that's what I would think of Microsoft. If we come over here, T2123, it did hold up bullish yesterday. It did do that. We were playing with T2108 yesterday. That's why this is up here. This was actually the reason that I bought the SPY puts. I shared this with the room. This is a project I'm working on for a member. And I've had it up on my other screen now for a couple of weeks playing with it. And like I said, this was the reason that I did buy those put shorts, was this right here. So, and the chart, I didn't really like the chart, but this was the reason I looked at it. So, and it's not looking great right now. Yeah, it's not looking great at all. Let's put the VIX up here. You can see the VXX is popping up a little bit. That should be enough to concern you. VIX. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Here's the VIX, VXX. It's trying. Yes, it's 10-minute chart. VIX is trying to move up. If the VIX can get up, and this is VXX just because we get real time on it. If we can get up past 34.10, we could have a little problem. A little bit of fear is going to build in the market, and that'll drop that market down. So a little careful there. Again, I think, I really do think that pump the brakes right here a little bit, maybe. If you've made money, you don't want to give it back. This might be one of those give back days. So you don't want to do that. Let's look at the diamonds. The diamonds are hot. I mean, they're way up there. We talked about that yesterday, didn't we? We said, look at that. Man, they're doing great, but they're likely to pull back, aren't they? And that's exactly what's happening. And why is that? Because it's what charts do. Don't fight history. Don't fight them. It's just a fact. When it gets too high, it pulls back. Gets too high, pulls back. It's the way it is, and don't fight it. And that's what's happening right now. Now, if somebody's interested in buying the diamonds, this might be we might be running into a good opportunity right in here. Okay. So it could be a real nice opportunity. Back to the SPY real quick. I want to make it very clear that I'm not bearish. I'm not bearish at all. I bought SPY puts. That doesn't mean that I'm bearish. I just think that price is going to tip to the downside a little. I'm still quite bullish. I still think we get toward 700 up here, and but we've got to build a base here. We've got to make everybody happy before we start moving up, and that's what's happening now. Trying to get everybody happy. All right. Whew. All right. Take a breath, Rick. Take a drink. What's everybody got going on? Hey, thanks everybody for being over here on the social side. Everybody, thank you, members, for being here. I appreciate it. I want to thank everybody that's taking advantage of the 2-day trial. For some, this is your second day. For some, this is going to be your first day. Please remember to ask questions. Anybody listening, you can find the login in my YouTube below the chat. On the recent YouTube video, you can find it in Facebook. I think you can find it over there. If you're going to do it, do it today. Don't do it tomorrow, because I won't be here Friday, and I don't want to short you 2 days, and we're not going to give you another day. So the time to do it is on a Monday, a Tuesday, and a Wednesday. That's perfect. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday. All righty, let's get going here. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Good morning, Daryl. S is looking at FCX. Oh yeah, let me look at some gold stuff here before we get going. Okay, yeah, F. That's not it. There we go. FCX copper. Yeah, these are the kind of stocks I would start looking at right now. I think they're pretty hot here. So let's take a look at some of that. Okay, let me go through some that I have here. Um, is that gold? Yeah. Take a look at RGLD. RGLD looks to me like it's headed back up here at 207, retest the highs. Might be a little high to be a buyer here, unless you don't mind a little bit of a pullback. But we've got to break out of the 50 period moving average, watch for a little bit of rest. That's what I would do. Watch for that entry. That entry will tell you it's an entry. When you see buyers coming in, that's the entry. And I think this has another 6-7% to run up to retest those highs. Here is EXK. So I'm going to come up here on this one and go to the top and go down to the bottom here. And you can see that we're testing that 50% retracement area now. I think I need to move this over here and do this. There we go. Personally, I think that 50% retracement area and the next line down, or just the trend indicator, sometimes either one of those, right in there, that is a perfect buy area. So if we slide down at all today, that puts me in the buy area. And then what we'll do is look at the bulls to take it up to that next level before it starts pulling back a little bit. And then it'll start going up again, just like that. Okay. So once we get on top of that 50% mark, that acts as fantastic support. So EXK is looking good. Yeah, Daryl, NG. Yeah, I'm long NG, and that's moving up nice. I think that, see, this is one that's below that 50%. That's why I like it. We're at the 50. The 50% mark is above it because that's a magnet. It's like a big vacuum, suck price right up into it. And that's just what it's doing. So once it gets there, then I can decide whether I want to take profits, all or half, all or half. Let it bebop around here. It will give another buy signal and then trade it up to that next level. And then we have another level up here. So that's looking pretty good. SSRM. SSRM looks like it's about to take on that 50 period moving average. If we were to draw a downtrend line here like that, well, we're already there. So what if I was to tell you there is no 50 period moving average? What about it? What 50 period moving average? Now just trade that chart, just like that. Just trade that chart. I think I've done that over here, didn't I? Yeah. Just trade that chart, just like that. Two moving averages, really. Maybe today that's what we'll do is I'll just trade with this, maybe. The 8 EMA, that's the black line, and the red and dot, that's our trend indicator. It turns red when price is below it, turns green when price is above it. It's wonderful. And but you can see here that we've broken out. So SSRM is a buy. Okay. I'll put this one back up. We'll put that 50 back up for the morning here. There we go. All right. How about PAAS? Well, here we just broke out of that 50 period moving average. Do you think it's on a mission to get back up to that top? Oops, that is the wrong one. I wish it was that one, but not. We're on a mission to get back up to the top up here. We broke out there. We consolidated, just like we always talk about that, don't we? Consolidated. There's the 50% level. We tested and broke through. Well, we tested up and down, and now we're above it. This looks like it's on a mission to get up there. And what are we talking here? 9%. Take a look at FSM. I love this one. That one's a buy right now. So let's do this. There we go. right there. We're about to clear that 50% range and back up to that top. Man, that's a 12% trade. I need to write that one down. FSM. Okay. All righty. I like that one. So I don't know. You see how kind of going here. They're all going to kind of look the same. Here's AG. AG. I'm going to write that down. That's in the buy territory now. We're tooling around that 50% mark right there. It's a buy right in here. I mean, look how. Let's do this. So below that 50%, down to that next line, next level there. That's the 38.2. You've got the dots right there. Heck, you've got the 50 and the 8 EMA right there. What a great place to be buying. Your risk is wonderful. Your reward buying down here is, if it gets back up to the top, is what is that? 26%. So nice. I'll write that one down too. AG, I did. AG. Okay, now let's take a look at some things you have here. Hey, Sharon, are you still in ALB? I remember you bought that. Remember you mentioned it. To me, this goes higher. This absolutely goes higher. And it's absolutely ripe for a rest. So you just want your stop in there. How much are you willing to let it rest? But it's next in line, if you ask me, for a rest. I think the next target, I've already done the work on it. I think the next target is right here. There's the 50%. I think we get to that 50%, but I also think you're going to have a pullback. In fact, I think you'll probably have about 6 of them maybe before you get there. So, um, trade that thing like you rented it. Yeah, trade it like you rented it. Yeah. So you want back in? I would let it rest up a little bit and then get back in. Yeah. ALB. Well, I like that one. It's nice. Thanks. Let's see. SCCO. That's setting up. Beautiful 3-8 trap here. Absolutely beautiful. Here's a little something I like, and this will be a little hint to a lot of people. A lot of people catch it. A lot of people won't. See where the trend indicator is right here? Now this is for this style of trade for a trend, something that's trending. The way I scan for that is I want the current trend indicator higher than the trend indicator 20 days ago. There's a little clue to some people. You might pick up on that. So just a little something. Just helps to keep that trend going there is what you're looking for. This one fits that. Very nice one. Let's see. I hope I didn't miss anybody here. BAX. There we go. Yeah, this may be a trade. This might be a pinball trade. Even a modified pinball trade back up to the 50-period moving average. I'm going to flag that. Thank you. Because that's a 16% move here. But this is a bona fide pinball setup and modified as well. Modified just means we go from the 34 to the 50. So that's setting up quite nice. That's looking good. Thank you for that. Hello, everybody over here. Thank you for being patient. Thanks for logging in through Facebook, YouTube, through X. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. It's funny though. I tried looking at it. I don't see where you guys see the log in myself, but what am I? I'm not very technical about these sort of things. I don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do see it here. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Maybe I do see it. I need to see what I need. I see what I need to do. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at some of your charts here if you have any. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Jets. You're liking Jets. Yeah, Jets looks good. A Jets looks really good. A move back up to that top right here. I think we should take this top and well drive down to about right there, or fly down to about right there. I think it's looking fantastic. I want to look at the cloud. Look at us breaking out of the cloud here. That looks real nice. So that's cool. Um, yeah, that looks really good. So that would be a plus. We break out of that downtrend line, and I think we've got something. Um, why did I? Let me let me do something here. I don't know what I got carried away here. We're gonna go up here. There we go. Oh, steady, Rick. Steady. Have some more coffee. Steady. There we go. That's what I wanted. I don't want that. I want that right there. There we go. Yeah. So Jets, nice long trade, looking good there. What else do we have here? Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I don't know. I came in a bit late. That's okay. I saw the time with the living room seating. Okay, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, I went back and checked. It did not count down. All right. Hey, thank you very much for letting me know that. All right. Thanks for everybody being here. All right, let's come back over here. Mr. Goodson, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon's up. CRCL. Um, I just see more downside on that one, you guys. Yeah, more downside. Nothing here would suggest a buy. Nothing. Yeah. Let's see. GLDG. GLDG. Nice little chart. GLDG. DLDG. Thank you for that. Um, wow. Never heard of that. All right. So, man, for those that like dollar stocks, this is one for you. This is a nice chart. Um, yeah, this is a nice chart. Let's do this. Can we say island reversal right here? I can. We can do a lot of things with this, actually. Um, can we say cradle with this? I think we can. Yeah. Can we say some kind of morning star with this? Yeah, I think we can. That's a nice chart. Let's do the work. Let's come over here. Let's do this. So we're approaching that 50% on this one. I'm going to put my mark on it. Pink. There we go. We're approaching that 50%. I mean, it's certainly buyable here. When we hit this, we're likely to stumble, maybe just for a day, maybe for a bar or two. Then I think we head right up here to these tops. That's a 20% move. I can tell you right now, I'm a very, very, very likely to buy this today, right here. So, yeah, GLDG. Thank you very much. Hey, BW, you're looking at GEHC, GEHC. Moving up. Um, this is you have to shrink it up really small to make it look good. Other than that, it looks ugly. It's just moving sideways. So, if you wanna roll the dice and buy it here, you can roll the dice and buy it here. I think a breakout would be the best thing to do. This line right there, that's the 500 period moving average. We fail, we fail, we fail, we fail. You know, do it right and then call me. That's what I would say. So I think what we need is, price to get through it. It'll rest, it'll rest, and then that'll give us a reason to buy it and then move it up. Great one for the watch list. I know that healthcare is looking good right now. There's a lot of nice charts there on healthcare, and this might be what you're looking for. It's certainly buyable. Just make sure you have a stop in it. You don't want it to go sideways. And right now we're close enough to the trend indicator, the red green dot. That's what I would use. It goes below the green dot, I'm out of there. As long as it can stay above it, and work its way up, you might have something. We break out of the 200, and then you will have something. And here's the weekly chart, and there's a ton of room, 22% to get back up that 95 range. So, yeah. Let's see. Where are we? Kevin, you're saying that the SPY blue ice on the hourly. Let's see here. Well, I don't know. I have mine set to here. I can do that. We have time. We have all the time in the world. I run the clock. No, let me make sure I read that right. Blue ice yeah, I don't think it's a blue ice failure on the hourly. Is that hourly? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. Um, Price here, the 50 is here. Let's look over here. This is a blue ice failure. See the 50, here we're down, boom, that's a blue ice failure right there, okay? We can talk about that today in the room. But however, I do think we head toward that 50 period moving average. That I do think, okay? Let's see. Okay. Hey, John, Delta, are the airlines trying to come back? Um, Sideways, just sideways nonsense going on. That's all it's doing. It might be trying to come back. I would look at a breakout, trade it clean, let it break out, and then it's a trade. For me, anyway. Other than that, we're just inside this channel right in here. The other thing to do is buy it and just make sure that stop stays up there. Keep that stop up. Let's see, ACHR long. No. Excuse me. No. However, um, we take out this high right here, low, high, higher low. We take that out, then I'll be long with you. I'm going to set an alert on that. There you go. Then I'll be long with you. And then our only number one thing it needs to do is get above those red dots, turn those dots green. And when that happens, you'll have some momentum going in there. So yeah, we need some more upside on this one. And then you're looking at CRCL short. Yeah, yeah, that's still short. Nothing long about it at all. Still looks down. Yeah. Yeah, all the TSA workers going back should help the airlines. But also, I think the airlines, they can't go back to work today. They just can't snap their fingers and go back to work. So, um, but anyway, yeah. I I, I want to remind everybody that if for anyone that wasn't here earlier, um, I think it's a good day to pump the brakes. Go do something else. Go enjoy yourself. Spend your time with your dog or your cat, your parrot, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you do. Um, Hell, even go drinking. Who cares? We're all adults. Go find a bar that's open at 8 o'clock in the morning. Go drinking. Play some pool. Right? Because I think we need to break out of this box to be bullish, and I think we need to break out of the downside to be bearish. And then there's a pretty nice gap there to trade. Take a look at TNA. I talked about this one a little bit, just a tiny bit, in the Discord room last night. Hey, for those that's sitting around your house doing nothing, now if you're doing something, that's okay. Um, I sit at my house. I sit in my easy chair. My wife's over here. We're watching a show, and I pop up the computer, the laptop, and turn on Discord, and I say howdy to everybody, and looking for everyone in Discord to send some messages, this chart, that chart, and I put a few out there, and like this one, that's a blue ice failure right there. TNA looks short. I'm gonna write that down actually. TNA short. So anyway, you can join us in Discord if you want. I'm over there in the evenings. I'm not much over there during the day. There are others over there in the day, though, that's for sure. All right. Hey, good son. QBTS. QBTS. There we go. Short. Let's flag that, right? Yeah, that's a short setup there. So, all right. What time is it? Yeah, we're about time. We better get out of here. Hey, again, for those that are taking the 2-day pass, scream out at me in the room when the market opens up so I know you're there. I would also love to hear how you heard about it. Did you pick up the link from YouTube? Did you pick it up from Facebook? Um, X? Where'd you pick the link up from? I'd like to know. We just want to know where we can put our efforts, what's working and what's not. All right. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. right here, right now, right here. Same place, same time. All right. Members, I'll see you guys in about 25 minutes when the market opens up. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.